Hey everybody, this is Gloria Norwood, owner of Sophisticated Spa Shop on Etsy.com, owner of Gloria's Astrology Tarot, and owner of Gloria's Unsolved Mysteries Oracle Deck, Volume 1 through 40 on www.makeplaycards.com. We're trying to hit 100 videos in 10 days, so we'll see if we can drop that album or her release tape or mixtape or mixtape or whatever you want to do. We finna get it popping, and we finna do the Egyptian tarot, because you know I love the Egyptian tarot, okay? Without them, it would be no us, okay? So we'll see what they got going on for us today, okay? I don't know, maybe I should pop out the Isis Oracle and see. Yeah, because I used to like refer to the elders first and see what they got to say, okay? With very respected homage, this is Isis Oracle, and we will begin. Let's see what the big dog's got to say. This will be a collective reading. Yeah, looks like some people are trying to be messy, okay? Somebody's trying to put somebody's past life and present power in reverse. Somebody's look, Queen Isis has said, stay true and be in your power. Somebody's not staying true and being in their power. Wow. And it says, Osiris or Isis, Lord and Lady of Divine Authority. So somebody is not staying true and being in their power. And somebody is, it says, the many spiritual faces of you. It says past life and present power. And then it says Divine Guardian, protection of the Winged Mother. And it says Pyramid of the Light, step in vibration deeper into love. I know I'm one of those people, I want to go straight to reading, but I have to get all of it out. You know what I'm saying? I love to get the juicy tea, but I also love to give the real information about the real people, and make sure we pay respect to what they went through, and talk about how they live their life and how it can be a part of our life to be successful. So yeah, my thing is curse words, guys. They know I be trying not to curse, but they're trying to get me right back on track because they know I can get a little ratchet, okay? They said, okay, we need to get that together so you can maintain, being the mother of life. So it looks like somebody's trying to come along, and they're the high priestess once again, trying to rob it, trying to obviously attack that person when the divine guardian is away. And it looks like that person, they're trying to stop that process. The ancestors not going to let you stop that process? Come on, collective. Is we doing this? We're talking about people who this is their thing. This is what they do. This is what they live for. Y'all can't stop with what's already theirs. You can delay it, but you can't stop it. Because you're trying to somebody's trying to dead the mother of life. You cannot dead a high priestess, somebody who has been ordained. You're still trying? They're telling the spirit, they're like, okay, you're still trying? We're still here. And we're going to come and get you. So let's pull it out on Egyptian tarot. And let's see, because it says, past and present life power. Because they like to talk. They don't be playing no games, okay? They letting people know, okay, you're still attacking a high priestess. We still see you. We still see you're jealous. We still see you're on that bull crap. We're right here. So that's the whole point. You may be standing right there, but they're standing behind you. That's one thing about the spirits. They love to try to be like, oh, we're right here. We run things. What do you run? Each other in the ground? That's what the spirits think. Y'all run each other in the ground. The ancestors are disappointed in this generation. And I knew it. And I'm like, okay, they're waking me up out my sleep. So clearly, they have something to say to everybody. It says, past life, present power, the many spiritual faces of you. When the soul is growing in service to humanity and service to the great feminine and her call that all beings be healed and free, it gathers internal resources to assist on the path. These resources include powers and the gifts from other lifetimes. You are currently integrated past life abilities, and you are guided by the oracle of the past life present power to be open to shifting internally and in your experience of your own levels of power and spirituality ability. Talents, abilities, and the power wish to be restored to you now from past incarnations. This will help your path. You will often be able to recognize this because you will feel some instant fascination or deep interest for a cultural philosophy, heritage, or even place of the earth or beyond, which is deeply compelling. This is your intuitive recognition that a part of your soul connected with the passionate interest is being drawn into integration. At such times, there can be emotions, feelings, and even phobias or fears that temporarily arise. You may even find your taste for food and clothing and your sleep or other habits change quickly and noticeably for a time. This can all be signs that a past life energy is being integrated. Once it is digested into your current incarnation, you will feel more like yourself again, but expanded in a more whole way. You will just feel like you are more of yourself, more stable and more full and more at home in your own being. It is a lovely state of being too. Okay. That past life present power is popping. And then when you got somebody trying to steal your girl, bye. They sitting there watching like you think you slick. Try us. Enjoy, which makes any ups and downs in the integrated process more bearable. This oracle, I'm sorry, the spirits get to talking to the other. I'm telling you, the demons and angels get to fighting, baby. Okay, it's a spiritual warfare out here. And then when they use my body, other demonic entities want to come over here and try to front when I'm going live, like, oh, we run this energetically. You get what I'm saying? Because they try to bogart. This is how you know it's true. And when the spirit's using my body in a positive manner, people sometimes get offended. They'll be alright. They shouldn't have did what they did. And they wouldn't be offended. Now the other spirits, sometimes they battle back and forth and they use me to communicate with each other. That's what you call channeling. So if I just say something out the blue, then you know for sure that I'm channeling from the ancestors. And they want me to read these things to you because it's very important. Now let's get back to the reading. It says this oracle brings specific guidance that some of these past gifts from other incarnations are associated with ancient Egypt and civilizations connected with ancient Egypt, earthly and beyond. Include some star civilizations such as Sirius and the Pleiades. Look for these symbols, books, crystals, or colors that interest you and pay attention to your dreams. If it is helpful to be conscious of any issues around the past life skills returning to you now, you'll become aware of them so that they can be acknowledged, accepted, and released. Often when integration has occurred, people who have been connected to you in such lifetimes become a more prominent part of your life. It is possible that you remain thus in that as this integration happens and you continue to grow. Some of those relationships will fall away. As you have completed the karmic healing and integration of the energies associated with the past life, distilled the golden gift, and are ready to move on. This may take weeks, months, or in some cases years. The ritual below will, however, facilitate the process with some more efficiency, but you must trust in your timing for such matters as your soul is guided the process of knowing exactly what it is doing. To enable the soul awakening to occur, purification and time to assimilate the healing is recommended. You can accomplish this through rest, time, and nature. Prayer that your power be exercised with love and mercy and the willingness to be guided by the Divine Mother, Lady Isis, who loves you unconditionally. Use the prayer of the past life present power below in the healing ritual whenever you intuitively feel you need it. Also know that it is as wonderful as it sounds to retrieve past life power and ability. It is not always without challenge. We often need to be willing to be fluid in our understanding and experience ourselves. We need to be open to reframe our idea of ourselves. Confirmation as more spiritually connected, more powerful, and more responsible for our light on this earth that can be confronted at times. We often have to let go of any fear or disappointment we suffered in the relevant past life before the gift can be restored to us in a useful way this lifetime. You can rest assured that anything you need to know in order to heal will come to your awareness. You may or may not see the whole picture, and if you do not, then it isn't necessary for healing. We are always given more than enough to be able to heal. It is just a matter of being attentive and aware of what is happening right before us in our lives, and realizing that if we follow any pain, who will find what needs healing. Then the gift hidden within the pain can be released. The oracle of the past life present power indicates that the gift found in our healing would be the past life talents and abilities. As with all spiritual instruction contained in this oracle as a whole, the Lady Isis will watch over you and assist with the process once you ask her in unconditional love. Now, I'm sorry, the spirits do communicate often, and sometimes they want to take over and argue amongst, because I do telekinesis, clairvoyance. I'm very gifted, and, they like to obtain or use my body. And then I also have, haters from, who I used to date, so they don't understand the process. And some people are used to dealing with fake spiritually, so when they find a real one, they don't know how to, behave. So, like I said, you have to stay true and be in your power. Osiris and Isis, Lord and Lady of Divine Authority. You are a sovereign divine being with the spiritual authority and freedom within you. You do not need permission from anyone to be who you are and live your life as you choose. This is your divine birthright. Guard it as your precious treasure that it is, and remember that you are a divine being. The flail and crook, often held by Osiris, are symbols of divine royalty and dominion. These symbols remind us that within we hold great dominion, spiritual authority, and freedom to be the sovereign ruler of our own self. This does not mean that we have to control life or others or even the environment around us, but it does give us complete and utter choice to become as spiritually awake, free, and self-determined as we wish to be. Well, it's provided us with complete choice as to what our values and actions will be this lifetime. There is no permission required from anyone, apart from yourself, to be and live your truth. There are many voices that will test you on the journey from illusory shackles of fear, loss of abandonment, that you may hold or back, or tempt you into giving your power away to others. You shall awaken from the testing into realization of spiritual independence within. Of course, there is more to spiritual authority than just recognizing that it lies within you. There are times when you must act on it, guard it, and protect it, which means recognizing when others seek to exert influence over you for their own reasons, and when you are being manipulated out of your own authority, becoming blind to your own power or choice, and instead believing that things just are the way that they are, and you cannot question it or query. Sometimes during such challenges, to wield the crook and the flail to exert one's own spiritual authority requires that you stand your ground and remain true to your knowing. This is not about achieving a certain outcome, or attempting to control something or someone, or even forcing things to be as you wish they could be. Standing your ground means always telling yourself the truth, and not selling out or giving away something that is genuinely spiritual truth and meaning for you. It is not about making another see things the same way. It is about honoring your own truth. And if your truth is wise enough to include compassion, then honoring the truth, even when the other disagrees with you or seeks to harm you out of their own fear. You do not have to challenge another in order to honor your truths and inner authority. If you feel that another has to agree with you in order for your authority to be intact, then it's genuine inner authority at all. The fact that you don't need to have the agreement of others in order to live and empower life can be a liberating realization. Yet there are times when life can feel like an assault against your truths, with many challenging you. For those souls who have come to master spiritual authority this lifetime, there is a test to remain true without becoming dogmatic, to honor what you know is true, without mimicking, judging, or dismissing the truths of another that are different to yours, but just as true for them as for you. You have the power to create and own your reality, and you don't need permission from anyone else to do this. Honoring your spiritual sovereignty, let the Lady Isis help you find your spiritual authority and freedom of choice now. If you have pulled the Queen of Heaven card as well as this one, you are guided to deeply question the power of external authority figures in your life, whether they be spiritual teachers, gurus, parents, or employers. These beings may be doing their best to help you, but it is up to you to find your own truths. These beginnings can be mirrors for your own awareness at best. You are guided to exercise care and discernment about any issue that feels like it is compromising your sense of self and personal power in such relationships. That issue is a soul healing trying to happen. Look within to see if you can grow through it in some way. There is much self-confidence trying to emerge from within you. Seeking to hand over any responsibility from your own well-being to another can be a tricky and ultimate self-destructive path. Even though it may seem to start off as a relief of stress about some concern or other, this card also guides you to take responsibility for your health into your own hands too. Advice from health professionals and doctors can be helpful and sometimes can be mistaken. It is up to you to decide for yourself how you wish to work with your body. Don't be scared. Listen to the advice given by other professionals. But remember, your life is your spiritual gift. Don't be afraid to live it in your own way. That was beautiful. Oh, I mean, I know. Thank you, Miss Alana Fairchild. That was very beautiful. Let's see. You have Divine Guardian, Divine Guard, and let's see. Divine Guardian. I apologize about that. And it says protection of the winged mother. You are venturing through a time of significant spiritual growth and healing. There are many changes occurring internally, and they will be reflected in your external world soon also. You are protected during these times by the love and strength of the winged mother, Lady Isis. You can relax and allow yourself transformation to happen. Let your divine guardian protect you now. As you learn to let go and trust in your own unfoldment for the greatest good, big spiritual growth can be difficult challenges. Through such challenges, an initiate can gain wisdom, power, and awareness. Leave behind fears that once held them captive, free from past restrictions, free to live a life that is truly extraordinary and inspirational. Yet the challenges can feel deeply confronting. The initiate may be tested to stay true to their own beliefs, even if their loved ones do not understand or support them. Or they may be required to let go of what they have known to embrace something completely unfamiliar, and this may be uncomfortable for them, and they may fear losing love, support, safety, or friendship as they venture into a new life. These kinds of spiritual growth opportunities are presented when the initiate is ready for them. Even though this readiness might not seem obvious, the Oracle of the Divine Guardian arises because you, dear initiate of the light, are venturing to a significant time on your spiritual path. There's a process cooking within you, and which may already be mirrored in your outer life circumstances that are actually challenging you to grow. It may look like an opportunity or it might appear as a crisis, but no matter what the appearance, you're being guided to take the risks that intuitively feel right for you and have faith. You will be safely guided by the unconditional love of the Lady Isis, with wing outstretched and sword of truth in hand, protecting from false images that will lead you astray from the truth of path. This oracle is also confirmation you have been received impressions and inner nudges that are from your higher guidance, which has been helping you with situations that are currently unfolding in your life and will continue to do so. You're spiritually speaking on the right track, no matter whether your life circumstances appears to be heading in one direction at one moment and then in a completely different direction the next moment, or whether you feel their things are a certain way in the truth only to find out the next day they seem to be different. These are all just signs of growth and into a new consciousness. Life does not have to be fixed or even clear at all times. In order for you to be safe, Isis is with you as well. All is well. This oracle comes as a guidance that if you have been worried about another, that they are protected, whether there is someone alive at this time or a being that has departed the physical world and returned to spirit. They are free from suffering, pain, and trauma now, and all is well. If you wish to send blessing to such a beloved, you can do so with the incantation now. Oh, it's so pretty. And then you have, let me see, the Pyramid of Light. Right on the money. It says Pyramid of Light, psychic protection. Step your vibration deeper into love. As a being growing in a significant light, darker energies can become more attracted to you. There is nothing to fear, and only more mastery and awareness of the power and protection of divine love to experience. Here is a guidance on the skills you have within you now to deal with any undesired interference. The Pyramid of Light confirms that energies have been causing interference with your path, and it is time now to end that interference with love and compassion. This oracle brings you confirmation that you are growing spiritually, and as such, there are higher levels of responsibility and skills required of you to continue to thrive and blossom to even deeper places of spiritual expansion. These new levels will feel joyful to you as they bring you to the greater personal mastery and freedom for free. Sometimes when you are growing your light, dark energies become more interested in you. This is nothing to be afraid of because no energy can interfere with you without your permission. And if you haven't consciously given permission by action or deed in this or other lifetimes, you have the free will to withdraw the permission from a place of peace and love within you right now. The key to handling any energy effectively, even that energy which you no longer wish to have connected to your energy field, is to have compassion and respect in your heart, combined with a firm boundary and an understanding of the principles of psychic protection. There are practices which are easily and helpful for you to use to nurture your light and make it easier to go into that place of inner peace and love on a daily basis, and that help to protect and nourish the energy of your home and workplace too. One such practice recommends for you now is the Pyramid of Light. This can be added to any other spiritual or inner workplace and yet will also stand on its own. It can be used on a person's physical space such as a home or workplace or venue from a special occasion and even placed around a project. The ritual below will clear you at any time if you feel that there are forces interfering with your free will or life plans. Sometimes you just sense blocks that you know are not coming from within and you know are not serving the higher unfoldment and they need to be released. You can use this ritual or a skilled spiritual healer to help you with the process, but know that what you most need is a compassionate heart and enough confidence to realize that you alone give or revoke permission for any being to be connected with your energy field, seeking to exert influence over your thoughts, actions, or life choices, either consciously or not. Sometimes we just need to be reminding ourselves of the power of our free will and choice. If any being in the physical world of the inner world even tell you that you have no power of choice as a human being, do not believe them. They are in deception and they are not to be trusted. They may believe what they are saying, but they are not honoring the innate spiritual gifts of free will that every human soul was given as a gift in gratitude from coming to this earth to help with service to her awakening. Your free will is your most fundamental spiritual inheritance as a human being, and it cannot be taken by another except in illusion. Once you realize this, you can claim back your power at any time. The Pyramid of Life says that you may have beings who think they are helping you, but are not of unconditional love, and therefore are better to be released from your energy field. These beings may or may not be in physical form. They may or may not appear as very spiritual teachers or helpers. This oracle indicates that they are also thoughts, feelings, and other energies around you that are not helping you. And with the easy ritual below, you can clear all of that and feel that your path is clearer and easier with less fog and confusion. We have one more card and then we can get started, okay, on the Egyptian Tarot. That's very beautiful, and I'm so thankful Miss Alana and spirits coming in to help that are not violent, okay, non-violent. I will pray for you, girl, because I know for sure, loving the same man and loving two men at the same time, and everybody loving on the crew, and there's love in the air, and, that's just how, the cycle of life is, but respectfully, you gotta put respect where respect is due. And I respect the ancestors, okay? Most definitely. Most definitely. Cause they be checking, okay? They like, no, you let me know what's up. We're coming through. Most definitely. Let me see another advice would be page 109. And they're very beautiful and very kind. I know I get a little aggressive. I know my spirits be like, why is she so aggressive? I sleep heavy and in between trying to do channeling and living my regular life and trying to get some sleep because they like to climb in the bed and watch TV. Okay? These spirits are funny. They literally treat it like it's a house, so it's kind of like I'm not used to all that energy. So it's different for me. It's my first experience. I guess it's the Ghost Town DJs, Ghost Town Afterlife. What's going on? So, like I said, Mother of Life got something to say. She said, nourishment of the golden grain mother. We can sometimes we can sometimes fall into existing and doing rather than truly living. We only know that this has happened when suddenly our life seems dry, depleted, filled with tasks, or if it feels like we are stuck in a rut or habit that we may have been comfortable but is becoming stifling and suppressing. Isis, the mother of life, holds the ability to restore even the most numb, resistant, and difficult circumstances and people back into life. She calls to you now, seeking to bestow gifts of life upon you. Be bold and brave upon your arms and receive. Isis is known as the sustainer of life, able to restore, nourish, and bring to life that which has been cast aside or lost, that which you have considered beyond repair, a lost cause or dead. There are the parts of your life, beloved initiate, that are ready to receive more life. You will be able to recognize that this and any discomfort that you are currently experiencing in your life. Discomfort and unfamiliarity is where life is attempting to break through to you, to reach through the walls that you may have once created to protect yourself, but that now you need to either climb over, demolish, or at least open up with some doors and windows. The tricky part is that the most often we don't consciously realize that we are not living. It is not until we start to live more trustingly that it becomes obvious that we once were hiding ourselves from life. Life is calling you to partake more so of her gifts of experience. This oracle brings encouragement and guidance for you to learn skills and practices that nourish you and your community. You have the Divine Mother within you. How shall you offer nourishment through her? It might be through cooking, through learning to be present in your body and taking time to express your feelings or reality, or it may be through taking a dance or yoga class, spending time in nature, or with animals, for example. Have you been thinking of joining a class or group, learning a new hobby or skill? This oracle of the Mother of Life is confirming that you are on the right track. So keep opening to opportunities and further instincts about pursuing these matters. And know that if you are a bit worried, that it is the stretch for you, that it is even more likely that you are on the right track. Stay connected to your heart and give yourself permission to grow. This oracle also brings guidance to that new people, places, and things will enrich your life in the near future. And if you have been praying for freshness, inspiration, and more fun, know that your intuitions and urges to reach out and act in new ways are part of how your prayers are being answered now. The Mother of Life oracle also asks for patience. In the same way that there is a growth cycle required both before a child can become an adult and tap into the energy of the mother within to nourish him or herself, so too certain life phases require patience as they mature. As you journey into the new life seeking you, you will need to be patient as you learn and grow. You will eventually become very comfortable with that which at first is distinctly uncomfortable. It just takes time, patience, and not running away, and being present with yourself, just like the Mother of Life who never leaves you. She is always ready for you to return to her embrace as you open to the new unfoldment of experience in your life. All right, Miss Alana, okay. Yes, honey, let's see if the cards got to say for Egyptian Tarot. We'll be right back. We love this reading, and we'll come right back with Egyptian Tarot with the continue. Thank you and have a blessed one.